Thomas Benzie, welcome. Rachel, welcome. Susan Murray, welcome. This is CmdrAleon, and this is another Saturday night edition of Ashtar Command Talk. And this is Encounters Ashtar Command Talk Night. Every Saturday night we talk about the Ashtar Command, everything and anything regarding Ashtar Command. This is the place to understand it. And if you're new to Encounters, we're on usually many nights a week at 11 o'clock, sometimes earlier. Hey, Marie, good to see you, sister, and everybody coming in here. And I've been involved with the Ashtar Command for many, many years, even before I got on TikTok, with my dear friend Ashtar Athena in California, who used to be in Sedona, Arizona. We did many, many conclaves together here in the New England area. We had like 50 or 60 people from all over the world that would come together when we did these things. So if there's anything you do not know about the Ashtar Command, I certainly can educate you a great deal about that. And welcome to our Ashtar Command Night, basically. One of the things you'll learn about the Ashtar Command is that they always operate in the frequency of love. And on Earth, we have people that are connected all over the planet. And even on my Facebook, I have 2 Ashtar Command groups that I've had for years. And we have a couple thousand people on those groups that are all connected with what is called the Ashtar Command. Starseed, of course, light workers, all connected. And one of the things I love to do on Saturday nights is take questions and educate people about the real space people of the Ashtar Command. There are no hybrids in the Ashtar Command? No. The Ashtar Command, there's no hybrids, hybrids at all. They all come from planets where there's none of that, pretty much. I understand the question. Hey, Tara, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. And it's definitely a little bit humid out tonight. It's cooling off a little bit. We had a little bit of rain here in southern New England, and it was hot today. Let me tell you something. I went out to do some microfarming work, but it was too hot. So I did a little bit of stuff, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be putting two blueberry plants in the ground, 2 big blueberry plants. Tara says, disconnected. Lisa says, thank you for the share. We appreciate it. Jamaica, thank you for playing tricks on you. What's micro? It's micro farming. Micro farming is like a micro version of like a big farm. So we call it micro farming. So I have a light worker area that I grow watermelons and grapes. I grow strawberries, and I'm going to be putting 2 big blueberry plants in the ground. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, they're going to go in the ground. So it's called micro farming. And I also do hydroponics. So I also grow things in the house. So I have a hydroponic system and I have a greenhouse on wheels. And I grow those, like that. Yeah, Lexicon, yes. So I have wheels. I just put together this thing less than a month ago, and it's a greenhouse. It keeps everything. But I have mini greenhouses with these what you call grow lights, and it's great. And as soon as the plants start coming up, I take them out. So my plants are outside, getting natural wind and natural sunlight to thicken up the stems of the plant. And I love doing it. That's part of my love, is growing organic, and it's good. I have a sweet tooth, so I grow grapes, like I said, strawberries. I grow Concord grapes. I got 5 grape plants. Hey, happy Saturday. And I also grow, like I said, watermelons. And my goal this year is to grow a 250-pound watermelon. So I'm going to try to grow a 250-pound watermelon this year. All organic. Marie, I enjoy gardening. That is my other hobby, but I'm in an apartment, so I've got 3-gallon buckets. Good. You can grow stuff, Marie. I have friends of mine that have apartments that they grow stuff on the balcony outside. Yeah. If you don't know how to grow anything, folks, getting your hands into dirt and into the ground is like the most beautiful thing in the world. And for me, loving even doing TikTok or whatever, my other love is to be out in the garden and grow stuff in the growing season. Sometimes you got to get away from all this electronic stuff and just get yourself back into the ground. It's really good. It's a beautiful thing. I recommend it to everybody. Do you use LED or HPS lights? I use grow lights. These lights, they're long lights. They fit right on the top of the greenhouse, the mini greenhouse, or the hydroponic system, and that's what I use. They're like rods. They're like a long light lit. They're about probably 6 or 7 or 8 inches long, and they have an equal space, and they work. I just put them in there. Within a couple of days, my seeds sprouted watermelon plants, and there you go. And those watermelon plants will be transferred once they get thicker out into a very big space. They'll be put in the ground, and I also direct seed, so I do direct seeding, and then I also I transfer plants into the spaces where they're going to go. I've been doing this for about several years now. I love growing stuff, so I've been doing that for about several years. And welcome everybody to Encounters. This is Ashtar Command Night. Welcome. So that's the other part of my life. Just like Marie said, she has another part of her life, which is what she does, which is grow some vegetables or what have you. And and that is hydroponics is. Tara says I love hydroponics. Use tower gardens. I've heard of tower gardens. I'd recommend people learn how to grow stuff on your own, especially a lot of the people in here interested in this whole subject of being a light worker. She's doing a live on hers right now, which is cool. So we're just doing our thing here. Yeah, and Kev Don, hydroponics. So I'm pretty sure if some of you are using hydroponics, if you've never grown anything, get into it. Now's the time. It's early enough to grow some cucumbers, tomatoes, the basics, cucumbers, tomatoes, the basic things that you can grow, you know what I mean? And when people tell me they don't have a green thumb, I pat them on the back and say, you can do it. I always encourage people that say, I don't have a green thumb, I can't do it. Anybody can do it, you just have to learn, that's all. It's really a good thing. Jalapenos grow crazy good. Daisy Dog, do you grow jalapenos? That's cool if you do. Now, I know people in our community that grow jalapenos. Those things are hot. Yeah. I used to garden, Daisy Dog. Oh, okay. If you're committed to it, it's just getting things to, before spring, it's always the work to get things together when you're doing, whether you're microfarming or just have a small garden, it's getting everything cleared up and done. My pets are out of control. Beans, sort of guava, kumquat, everything I grow is from seed. Oh, good. Good, my pets. Yeah. Mostly everything I grow is from seed, except for my grapes. My grapes are from big grape plants that I got a number of years ago. I just put another grape plant in my backyard with the roots on it. So I covered it with soil. It was raining out. It got enough water, and it has 2 flowers on it, which are going to create a vine. And probably as we go on to the summer, it'll actually get bigger by next year. Oh, interesting. So you're watching Encounters. This is the Ashtar Command Night, and I just wanted to share some of my love for being in the outdoors and microfarming. I call it a light garden. I infuse everything I grow with light. It's all organic, and it's a good thing. Hey, Lupita, everybody, good to have you all with us here. I got my apple cider. Jennifer, welcome to the show, everybody. Hey, Greta. And whatever that name is, I can't even figure that out. Esther, hey, Esther. Palladian Rainbow, good to see you. Everybody come in here. Please share and like. We want to get to 100,000 likes tonight if we can by 1 a.m. Thank God tomorrow's Sunday. We don't have to get up and go to work. I will also probably put flower checks story. Oh, interesting. Hey, Dave. MacMan, welcome. Frederick, Doggone Right. Oh, interesting. These interesting names here. Renaissance Brown, or let's see. Rudy Ruiz, welcome. Just everybody, welcome to Encounters. Numbers will go up as we go into the night here. We're only a little bit after, about 15 after 11. So we'll go up to probably a couple hundred before 1 a.m. And again, this is Scrubs USA, and this is our Ashtar Command night. So this is everything Ashtar Command. Like I said, I've been involved with the Ashtar Command for many years. And let me just do this here. And the lighting behind me is to give you that relaxing experience. We want to give you that cosmically beautiful experience on the show here. Let me just adjust this here a little bit. There we go, right there. I'm just adjusting the camera. Hey, Shamama, thank you for the gift. I appreciate the hand heart. Thank you so much. You know, and one of the things I want people to do is feel very relaxed. One of my goals is most nights I want everyone to feel relaxed regardless, but tonight is a night to feel relaxed, enjoy the Saturday night, and enjoy being here on the show with us and watching what's happening. And we'll have a great show. And if you have any questions about the Ashtar Command, I'm certainly open to answering your questions if you don't know too much about them. I'm wearing my Ashtar Command shirt. I'll show it to you a little bit. I think I can kind of stand up here. This is my Ashtar Command shirt. And you have the mothership, and then you have all the other ships. So it's my Ashtar Command ship. I made those a couple of years ago. I made a number of those shirts and designed it, you know. 5:17 in the Sunday morning over where you are. Oh, my pets. Yeah, I got you there. The Flux Liner. Hey, man, let's see. What is the Flux Liner? Renting Palm Beach. Welcome. Hey, Tim. Welcome to our show. I know there's a lot of people scanning TikTok right now because my numbers are going all over the place. That's because they're scanning. They're coming in for 2 seconds and they're scanning. Come on in, folks. I know you're scanning TikTok. Come on in. You're welcome here. Don't be afraid. Come on in. This is Ashtar Command night. You're welcome to come here. I know you do exactly what I do. I scan everybody's TikTok, and that's exactly what people are doing right now. It's the Armada Lockheed supposedly. Oh, interesting. I've not heard of that. That's right. We don't bite. Yvette says, I get so relaxed during your lives, I wind up falling asleep. Hey, Bird in Flight. We're glad you made it. Always, you know. One of the things that people need to know about the history of the Ashtar Command is that they've been here for eons and eons of time. There are people in the Ashtar Command that physically live on our planet that came directly off the ship. I didn't do that. I came here as a human being, but I also came here with my consciousness from space, and it is part of who I am. So I have my human consciousness, and we have our Ashtar Command Christed consciousness. So I operate and actually integrate and blend in the consciousness. Oh, cool, Edward. That's a cool thing. Harvey Dent, welcome. Hall, welcome to the show. Glenn, 3500, welcome. Diana. So we'll see where our numbers go tonight. It's been strange. We sometimes have hundreds of people in here, sometimes maybe 200. It really kind of fluctuates. Harvey Dent, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. Whirlwind, welcome to the show. Gary Haas in Iowa, thank you for the roses. McVie, Stardust, that's a good name. I like that name. Stardust, Batgirl 2020, D56789. Thank you for Loretto for the gift. Bernie, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Checking out for Barnes, Tammy. Let's see here. User 370. Rod, I think it's Rhonda. Case Celessa, I think it is. Sean, whatever. Good evening, Lisa. I'm just reading people's names. Busky, I think it's Brooksky. Lynn 948. Good to see you, Lynn. Good to see everybody coming in here. Let's amp it up. FYP on Ashtar Command Night. FYP Ashtar Command Night all over the world. Good evening. Amanda says, what do you think US UAPs are, and where and when are they from? So I can answer that in a galactic perspective. And one of those perspectives is many of the terminology of a UAP, which I will call a spaceship. If it's not terrestrial, I will take the term UFO, UAP, and switch it over to spaceship. So I think they're from both. I know that many of these ships come out of our oceans or from the inner Earth and from the depths of our oceans. And then the other things that are coming from the sky to Earth are from other planets. So you have those ships in the oceans, and you have those ships coming to Earth, galactic ships coming to Earth from other planetary systems. To answer your question. Well, I've never seen it this low. 117, 118. We should be 11:21 in the evening. We should be up to at least 200. What's going on here? Come on, TikTok. TikTok needs to do better in promoting the show like they used to. So TikTok's changed a little bit since they came back from that blackout last year. Hey, Ruby, good to see you. Lolaz, hey, Lolaz. Let's see. Karen, thank you for the share. Blind Sensation, Pedro Gonzalez. You saw 4 triangular ships by you today. Interesting. Hey, DK, welcome. Hey, Bonnie Ellis, good evening. Like I said, I got my apple cider going here. GFED, welcome. All the people coming here. Hey, Lolaz, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Lisa Nanchik, hey, how are you, Lisa? Good to have everyone in here. Hey, Linda. Liz, thank you for the join my team. Hart, you haven't seen the party lights yet. You're looking right here. This is the galactic lights, the cosmic lights. That's what we're using it. I love this thing. This is like, it's a space, it looks like a spaceman, the thing that has the lights on it. And it's really cool. I got this last year. And I love the lighting when I want to do without the green screen on my Saturday nights. I use this for Ashtar Command Night. So you got a sort of a cosmic, hopefully inspiration. We love doing it like this. So you can just chill out, get cosmically inspired, and understand that we're going to go and talk about this stuff. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to set a date for the late May for a journey off planet. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit because that's part of what Ashtar Command Night is about. So we're going to be doing a journey, which I'm going to set the date tomorrow for the end of May or towards the end of May. And what we're going to do is a journey where we take you through meditation and through narration, take you off planet. So what I'm going to be doing is having you in your physical bodies, wherever you are, and then you're going to go through the astral body, or what we call the Merkaba state, and I will take you way beyond the solar system to the golden ship of light. Oh, okay. Look at you, and you're being watched. Interesting. I'd like to bring you up here. I'm being watched. Interesting. And I think it's No Chance Lucas. So who's made contact with you? Who's made contact with you? No Chance Lucas. Are they positive space people? Who's made contact with you? I'm just waiting to see what the response is on that. Oh yeah, there's definitely a base off the Pacific in Catalina. Yeah, I definitely think there's a space base under the water there. Absolutely. I've seen documentaries about that whole thing, and without a question, there's a base off Catalina, out in the ocean there. Lorena, my pet, let's see. No Chance, are you still there? Age, welcome. El Guapo Grande. I don't know what it was, but it was beautiful and tall blue eyes. I got to bring you up, man. Come on up. No Chance Lucas coming up. I just sent you a request. I want to hear your story. That sounds beautiful. Right. Respects to our positivity here. Hey, No
Can you hear
Chance
me?
Lucas. How are you?
Uh,
Let me bring the
I'm
volume up here.
alright,
Wait a minute.
man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
I'm glad to have you on here. Whereabouts are you?
Well, I'm in Jersey.
Oh, Jersey. Okay. So you caught my attention with the comment you made. So tell us about when this happened and what's going on, how it happened.
Well, I really can't talk about it because at this moment, there's eyes at this moment. But it was a stormy night, and there was like a lot of like cops that wasn't cops, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
And they asked me, they was like, "Hey, if you see somebody tall, contact us." And I was like, "What he looks like, or what that person look like?" They was like, "Oh, trust me, you gonna know when you see it."
The police were saying this?
Yeah, I mean they had police vests, but it wasn't nobody that the town knew. You know what I mean? It's like, who are these guys?
Oh, so these people were dressed like police officers, but they weren't police officers. I got
Yeah.
you.
Earlier that day was like a helicopter crash or something nearby, so they say. But anyway, nighttime happened, and I told my boss, I said, "Hey, I gotta go home because it's getting kind of bad."
Hmm.
Well, I go and take out the trash, and boom, right there in front of me, it's like, man, I don't know, it was
Are you able
sitting
to
in his
turn that
butt.
TV down? Are you able to turn that TV off or something? Because it's
Oh yeah,
interfering with
yeah,
you a little
yeah.
bit.
So it was sitting in his like sitting down in the dumpster. You know, the dumpster is tall as me. I'm almost 6 foot.
Hmm.
And I look at it. It looks at me, and I just put the trash like next to it. I closed the lid and I kept it pushing. Well, anyway, long story short is that I was like very sick. You know, me sick,
Hmm.
and now no more. So, and now it's
Wait a minute.
like,
So you're not sick anymore after you had the encounter with the space being?
yeah, I'm talking about no drugs, no alcohol. I mean, I smoke
Hmm.
here and there, no addiction. I write music and stuff now, like
Hmm.
stuff that I haven't done before.
Hmm.
I was mentally, gone basically,
Hmm.
seizures and stuff, and no longer. I don't even have insurance anymore because I don't need it.
Interesting. So,
Yeah.
and I read energy. If you're new to the show, I'm a contactee. I had contact with space people when I was a kid, so I can relate to what you're telling me. And I'm also been gifted. I can read energy in people when they tell me a story. I get things. So I'm taking it this space being was positive, correct?
I mean, I would guess so, but like my whole entire life flipped backwards. I got fired from my job. I lost everything. Money's gone. Family's gone. Family passed away
Hmm.
in like a couple weeks time. So I had two
Was
family
that
members
was
die.
that when you had was that when Lucas you
Right
had the
after,
contact?
yep, afterwards.
What's your take on that? That's kind of interesting. I mean, everything Earth based becomes lost, and
Well,
what are
I
you
don't
getting from that?
know how, or like, it didn't really say nothing like verbally, but it was like all in the mind, all in the head. And it was like a little light, like in the ground, and it said the moment you pass this light, like your world is just going to change.
Hmm.
And it said that I was going to go through hell, and I did, and I'm still am. And so
Why
anyway,
would
these
they?
people, these
Yeah, go
people
ahead.
gave me a card telling me to contact them to talk about it, and I never did. And next thing you know, I lost my job, and now fighting because you know because of what
Why
I said.
would I have to question? Why would a space being? Can you tell us what they looked like?
So I'm not really sure. It was like grayish, man. It was like shiny, bro. It was like a shiny thing. It was
Hmm.
like light coming out of it.
Light coming out of it.
Like the
So why would
eyes
it
was like,
tell?
I don't know. The
What
eyes
were the
was.
eyes like?
It wasn't almond shaped like they said it was, but it was like blue light, basically, like shiny. I don't know. It's like it was just like the veins, like you know how veins is blue.
Hmm.
Imagine it glowing, so all the blood where the veins of a human body is glowing, like a
Hmm.
blue glow, like a LED light.
It doesn't sound right though. I mean, if they were there to help you,
It
the
was very
last
small.
thing an advanced being would say is you're going to have to go through this to get to that. They would never do that because I deal with the positive space beings. They would never do that to a person. If they were positive, they would be helping you accelerate without you losing anything.
So knowledge is like what I'm gaining, but I'm going through a lot of backlash. Very bad stuff that's
Hmm.
happening, and it's still going on to this day.
Hmm.
That they want me quiet, but I'm not being quiet.
Hmm.
They're
Have
telling me
you
to be
asked?
quiet.
Have you asked this being where they're from? You always want to ask questions. Have you done that?
Uh, so like I don't know. It's not really. It's what projection is, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it's a place that I go without even realizing it, and it's like I see where they're at. You know what I mean? And then it teaches me basically like a way of living, but not the same way that man taught us.
Mhm.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you astral project to that level of consciousness, correct?
Yeah, so basically I changed like my whole eating habits, lifestyle. Like the sodas no more, is more healthier,
Hmm.
and like I'm more in tune to seeing things, hearing things, and now I know things
Hmm.
before it happens. It's kind of
Yeah, I
weird. I
mean,
can't explain it.
it's a different kind of story that I've ever heard in 3 years here. But again, I'm here,
Well, I
to
so I don't look at it as like a ET phenomenon.
you
I
don't.
kind of see it more as like a spiritual thing.
You know,
Maybe
so
what maybe it wasn't like I don't know what it was, but I know whatever it was, it basically enlightened me into seeing things that
mhm,
is, I guess I would say, real in my end.
mhm.
I see
So
things that's real in my end now.
so did they tell you, or this being tell you, like where it was from as a spiritual experience? Like, yeah, did they tell
Well,
you where they were from?
in a way, it kept pointing down, not
Pointing
up.
down.
Like,
So was it pointing down saying it was from the inner earth?
so that's where I went. Okay, it was like a place that was in between. It was like I think it was the center, to be honest.
The center. When you say the
Yeah.
center, are you saying the center within our planet or somewhere else?
So it looked the same as this, but it was the center, right? So
Hmm.
I'm thinking like oceans on top of oceans, maybe
Hmm.
waters on top of waters type of thing.
Hmm.
And I just kept on going like layers. It was like layers on layers. And it
And
wasn't
one,
even that far.
yeah. So in his reality, everybody, again, I listen to the stories and that's, we're here to do is listen to stories and then take away whatever we take away from it, right? And so that's a very different kind of experience I've heard someone tell about on here before in 3 years. What you're sharing with us is only your own experience, and we have to just, listen to what you're saying and maybe absorb it and, get something
So
out
I
of
will
that that
say,
might.
yeah, mine's is different. Like I see, I've been researching on my own ever since. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like
Did you?
everybody's story is different. But
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man, but it was very like super tall. Like the
Mhm.
mouth was small, just like they said. The nose was like little slits. It
Little
was like a
slits.
little. It was like slits.
And was
You
the
know,
head like round like a zeta?
man. I mean, I would. I would think so, but the eyes was more. You would say almond shaped like black, but no, this one had like a blue color to it,
A blue
like
color to its
like a
eyes. That's
blue.
different.
Yeah, it was like
Hmm.
blue. So
Interesting. You know, it's
I
an
mean, there was
interesting
a lot of
story.
weird stuff happened that same day.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
and then ever since that, I mean, my whole entire life basically flipped.
Hmm. So do you
So
think?
that it was positive. I will tell you it was positive the whole time, but because I was talking about it, you know, I got shut down basically.
And you got shut down by these people that were not police officers that came to talk to you?
Yeah, basically. Told me to give him a
Okay.
call. And then I
So
had
that sounds.
one saying, "Hey, you better leave cuz stuff is
Mhm.
going to happen." I said, "Hey, man, I'm not running." And from there it
Yeah.
just fell downhill.
Mhm. All right. So this is a. So what I would say is, from what you're telling me, and I'm still trying to figure this out a little bit, is that the other people that were looking like police officers say, "Give us a call," and you said they look kind of strange, correct?
Yeah, they was looking for that thing, man. I know it. I
They were
know they
looking
was.
for it.
It was a raining.
That
It
could
was
be.
the night was storming. The where I was working at, the cameras was turning off.
Hmm.
Like the light electricity turned off.
Really?
Everything was like a freaked up day. And
Wow.
earlier, I recorded the day. It was like red. Like it was red. It was like
Hmm.
like outside was looking red, like Mars type of
So
shit.
and I will get back on track here a little bit with Ashtar Command, but it sounds to me like those again. This is my own opinion here that those four beings dressed up as police officers were actually not police officers. They could have been men in black.
I
Do you know what the
I
men in
know they
black
were.
are?
I know what you mean. I know they were.
Yeah. Okay.
Cause they are watching me even right now. Like I could hear them listening and everything
Mhm.
right now.
Do you want them to leave and leave you alone?
No, I mean I'm good.
You're good.
Cause me, I'm just spreading the word. I'm if I gotta die, telling the truth, then so be it.
You're not gonna. So you have to be careful with certain words here because it's TikTok. But
I understand.
uh, if you want to get rid of the MIBs, I can help you with that. I can do that in 2 seconds.
Uh,
And you want to know why I can do that?
I already
Because
know
I'm not
why.
from here. I am human. Don't get me wrong. But I
Well,
have
so
abilities.
so this is the thing. Like that one that I seen is basically not gone. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, the space being, the one, the spiritual being, or
It's
whatever.
not gone. It's like
It's not going anywhere.
lingering.
But the other ones are trying to get it.
Yeah, basically.
Interesting. Hmm. So
And
I
like
have
you
the.
can't really talk about it, but like you could see it. You know what I mean? It's like, yep, what is that?
Mhm.
But
Well,
now
I
I'm
do
like
have.
seeing things that's not there, basically.
Mhm. I do have the ability to go after them. I mean, I'm not physically going to go after them, but I can send a beam of light to those men in black, which will scare them enough to get them to leave you alone.
I
I
mean,
work with.
I rather fight it on my own.
You don't want any help.
No, this is my battle.
It's your battle. Okay, I respect that. You know. All right. Hey, no
I
chance,
appreciate
Lucas.
it, man.
Thanks.
Yep, thank you so much.
Hey, I'm glad you found the show here, and we're on usually nightly. This is called our Ashtar Command Night. As you get used to the show, we talk about the space people of light, and I am one of those people. Yeah, definitely, um, you know, we hope that, as Bonnie said, we wish you luck on that. And thanks for coming up and sharing
I
that story.
appreciate it. Thank you for having me, sir.
All right, brother, we're going to bring you down. Let me just do this here. That was interesting. That was very different, you know. And look, if he wants to handle his deal with the Men in Black, and he feels all right with it, I'm just going to leave it alone and let it's a free will society world, and let Lucas do what he's going to do, and he evidently has contact with this other being, which they're going after, which is kind of interesting. So there's something going on there, definitely. Yamster, welcome everyone. Welcome to Ashtar Command Night. And part of my commandership, spiritually speaking, is to help people. So when I hear stories and things like this, I'm automatically in that mode of I want to help somebody. It's like it's just naturally something I need to do. Just like if somebody's broken down on the side of the road and they need help, if I can pull over the side of the road and help them, I want to help them, you know? It's just the nature of it. Yeah, he can always change his mind too. Absolutely. Nifty Cat. I like that name. I would think you have a cat. Sassy Freeze. Fun time. Good trouble. Welcome to the show. This is Ashtar Command Night. He might. I think Bird Lover, he might. Hey, Yamster, good to see you. Yeah, I never talk about them, but I know about them. Uh, they try to scare people. I've read stories. I've seen documentaries. They exist, but you know, I never will see them because I operate from an Ashtar command level of consciousness. I'll never ever see them. They'll never get close to me at all. I'll never see them. Hey, GG, good to see you. Hey, Daisy Dogs, I think you're right about that. Remember, Rogue says to think and feel, may God have mercy on you whenever encountering anyone. Lucas, good point, Rogue. Hey, Marie Walsh, TLC, welcome. It's really important to realize that there's so many different people, hey, Kit Kat, that are having different experiences. Um, and everyone's stories are going to be different than the next. That's what I find very interesting on here. But one of the things that are really, really important to me is that we are now getting to a place where we're coming very close to contact. And as we get closer and closer to speaking the truth, there are still forces of negative ETs that are going to try to stop it working with our governments and other people or influence consciousness through social media. So if you feel strange one day and you've been always, lovey-dovey, and then all of a sudden you have like a negative ET consciousness thing hitting you, trying to disrupt your flow of energy because they don't want contact. There are definitely energies on the planet that don't want to see this contact happen. They're trying to do everything they can to stop the contact that we talk about. But the more they try to stop the contact, people like me are going to fight back. Because you know me, I'm the kind of person that's going to bust the matrix, and I will push back on anybody who doesn't stay focused on the positivity of the contact. You know, my whole deal is to get the planet woken up here, and that's what we're doing. You know, no chance says he'll fight it too. Good brother. So we're here to push back on anybody. It could be a human being programmed on Facebook or TikTok that is going negative on the subject for some reason. Then we're going to push back on that person. We're not going to let them get away with it. We're going to push back because we have to. Hey, Calico Girl, good to see you. Prince of Peace, good to see you, brother. Pearl Smith. Hey, the Enlightened One, good to have you with us, brother. Always. And so we need to be vigilant now on all these different social media platforms, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're using, you need to be conscious and vigilant and watch what people say on these different social media apps when they're in chat rooms or in lives or whatever. Watch what their words are. And if they have a nice name, don't go by that. Watch what they say. Hey, Al from Texas, good to see you, brother. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Tony, welcome, Tony. I've learned a long time on this journey working with the Ashtar Command that I listen very carefully to a person's words. And when I listen to their words, I can tell whether they're of the light or whether they're faking it or whether they're not faking it. That's a good thing about me. You'll never hear me misjudge character of anybody because I'll read right through their energy. I will. And I'll set people straight if I need to. In a loving way, I will go and set them straight. And if I set them straight and they still don't want to be set straight, hey, look, free will society, you do what you're going to do, be what you're going to be. Hey, no problem, Bird Lover. Jenna and Trixie. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Green Eyes. Good to see you there. You know, yeah, I'm going to be hopefully getting some. I'm going to try to design a new Ashtar Command T-shirt. I'm not selling any T-shirts because I wouldn't even know how to do that. I'm going to make one for myself. I'm, you know, I wouldn't know how to handle that, so I just want to keep it simple. Hey, Marlene, good to see you. Stephen, Sasha Sue, Rob, everyone coming in here. Good to have you with us. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate that compliment. So for me, I'm ready for contact now. I want everyone to feel focused on contact. Whenever it's going to happen, hey, Day, welcome to the show, Day. Misha, thank you, Misha. CSW, Fave S, Day, welcome to the show again. Natalie, everybody coming in here. We love you all. We're glad you're here. It's almost midnight. Let's get up to 100,000. Please, if you look at the top of the screen, we're at 29.4. So we need everybody to tap on the screen. FYP, share, like, the whole bit. Multitask. Multitask on my live. Everybody tap that screen, not 4 or 5 people. If everyone does that, we'll get to 100,000 before 12:30. We can do it. We're going to be, Jackie, doing an event here in Connecticut. I'll be planning it hopefully very soon, either late May or early April. And I'll post it on here on TikTok about the event. We will do an Ashtar Command gathering here in New England pretty soon. And we have people with the Ashtar Command that don't have TikTok that are friends of mine through the region here. So there's a lot of people involved. The Light One says they're here with me almost every night. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, we'd love to have you, Jackie. We have a good group, 2 of my really good friends, actually 4 of my good friends locally, are with the Ashtar Command here in Connecticut. There's a couple of people. So yeah, we'll definitely get that together. Ken Turner, Linda, welcome to the show. Who's ever out here, welcome. Kobe, Diane, Erica. And speaking of drinking some apple cider, we have some apple cider. Dean in Rhode Island. You might want to join us when we do our Ashtar Command Gathering C5, which we're going to be doing either late May or early April. Tommy Shop. Hey, Tommy Shop. Hey, Jordan. Good to see you, brother. Apple users, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in. Apple user Anomaly of God. That's a cool name. Mando. Hey, Mando. Just reading a few of the people coming in here. We've had 1,400 people check us out in the first 43 minutes. How many people we've had here? We've had 1.5 thousand people, 1,500 since 11:05 check out encounters. That's pretty cool, even though it says 2:06. Good to have everyone with us. Hey, Kit Kat, good to see you, sister. Yeah, 210 right now, but the overall, what TikTok does is gives me an overall picture of viewership since 11:05, which is kind of cool. Now, these people might have been here for 10 minutes. Hey, Dave, it's good to see you, brother. NC Trouble. Hey, Meow Me, good to see you. Green Eyes 2227. Denise, hey, Denise. Henry 344. Hey, Nikki. All the people coming here, welcome to Encounters. Hey, Dave. So, one of the things, hey, Yoga, one of the things I love to express here that I am a space being. I came out of the closet many, many years ago, probably when I was a kid. Wait a minute, I gotta turn my cord went off of the thing here, so we gotta plug it back in. There we go. What did you violate? Nothing. Just for violation, end to end live. Where does it say that? I didn't see that. Where does it say that? Okay. Did I get something coming up here? Appeared on chat feed. I didn't see this. I have a notification. I don't see anything any on here that I violated anything. I didn't see anything. Yeah, somebody's making it up. It's made up, folks. There's nothing real there. Yeah, that's fake. Yeah, I'm not doing that. There's somebody doing something here. Yeah, it's not real. It's fake. It's a comment. It's fake. Just ignore it. I'm going to remove whoever it was. Let's see here. No, no chance. It's not you. It's a fake thing. People do that. You know, it's fake. They do this on lives. They send a fake thing over. Yeah, trying to mess with me. I didn't even see it. I didn't, because I knew it was fake. I would have seen if it was real. I would have seen something. It's fake. Cosmic Thunder, good to see you, Cosby Girl. Yeah, that's right, Linda. You're right. I don't think it's. Yeah, it's not me. It's not because they're any. It's a fake thing. It's been done before. These people get on lives and they fake a thing and they do that. I'm not even repeating it. Yeah, what a waste of energy for somebody to do that. Yeah, that's right, Days. But anyway, getting back on focus, refocused, in focus. Like I said, I came out of the closet many years ago about my connection to Mars and also my connection to the Ashtar Command. And for me, it was the most liberating experience when I came forward and stated that I wasn't from Earth and that I came from beyond this planetary system. And when you realize that you can be who you are, like you don't have to walk around being this human being, when everyone realizes that there's something more to you than just having a human family. Wait a minute, I'm hearing other people outside. I think there are people talking outside or whatever. I didn't see it yet. I will take a look at that. I was out today in my garden and I had to visit my father-in-law who's in the hospital. So, and hopefully he's gonna, he's in the hospital for a few days, my father-in-law. So hopefully he gets better. Um, yeah, but we'll definitely get to look at it for sure. Uh, but as I was saying, the whole thing of coming out of the closet as a person. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. We'll be visiting him tomorrow. So yeah, and hopefully bringing some good energy to him. I'll do it very quietly though in a hospital. I'm going to try to bring some really good healing energy to him. Good for you there, no chance, Lucas. You know. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the positive thoughts. I appreciate that. He had been in a car accident about 2 weeks ago or whatever, and a car hit his truck, and he got banged up pretty good. And now he was in recovery. He was in rehab at a really beautiful place, and he'll be in a hospital for a few days. Thank you, Might One. We appreciate that. You know, he's a good person. We love him. You know. So if I get to see him, I'm going to do my cosmic thing very quietly when I'm in the room. Blake, welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you, Pano P. Decon X. Mills Lane, 1970, welcome. So it's really important for us to realize who we are. So how many of you, I mean, many of you do realize who you are, right? You do realize that you're not just a human being having a human experience. I'll just call you Pan. Okay, I'm going to just do that. It's a lot easier for me to do that. Instead of using the whole thing, I'll just call you Pan. Thank you, Jersey for Life. Birdie B, welcome. Elise, welcome. So now's the time for us to all come out of our shell. What do I mean? So when we come out of our shell and say, I'm a star seed from planet A, B, or C, breathe it, live it. Hey, Jordan, thank you so much for the club power. Just live it. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Enough is enough. People need to be who they are. You need to be free to be that Andromedan person. If you're from the Lyran star system, if you're from the Pleiades, or from some other really unknown system, and you remember who you are, don't hold it in. Let it come out. Let yourself breathe it, feel it, live it. By doing that, you're allowing yourself, now you're going to be totally free. Yes, you are having the human experience, but you are connected to the galactic levels of the Ashtar Command. Francine, thank you for the roses. I appreciate all those roses. And as you feel that connection, Gazelle, thank you for the Drill My Team. I appreciate that too. As you feel the connections, you feel free. How many people have for years held out to be who you are? Have spent your life trying to just conform and make everybody happy except yourself. You're not here to make everybody happy. You're here to be who you are. If you internally are knowing that you are from another planet, whether your brother, your sister, your grandmother, your grandfather, or anybody else agrees with who you are, it does not matter. It really doesn't. All you got to do is just be free. Hey, look, they don't have to, love who you are. They don't even have to accept who you are, but you have to be who you are. You have to be that space person who you are. That's Yvette. Me, I'm that space person. Now, I don't go up to people in my family and say I'm, whatever. I mean, they know all they know is that I'm into the subject of UFOs. That's all they know. They have no idea I'm from Mars. They have no idea that I've never talked to them about coming from another planet, but I don't care. I know the people I can talk to, and the people that don't want to hear it, I already know that, you know? So we just have to be who we are. And you'll feel much better when you acknowledge yourself. The most important thing you can do, folks, is acknowledge who you are. Acknowledge who you are. As I said before, I know people that are having experiences, a number of people, not just one, more than one. Over the last 3 years, people that are having experiences with star people. Always be yourself. That's right. Thank you, No Chance Lucas. Always be yourself. And I know the people that are having contact. I read their energies. I know they're telling the truth on my show. I know they're having contact. Now, on a human level, are all these people perfect? No. Is anybody here perfect? I don't think so. I don't think. Hey, look, the only perfect person is me. I'm just kidding you. If I were that perfect, boy, I'd love to see that happen. But nobody on this planet is perfect. The only one that is perfect is the one that created all the different planets, solar systems, galaxies, and life forms. The creator. The creator created everything perfect. But sometimes we, when we're created, make mistakes. We're human. We make mistakes. I like that line. No, not perfect, but ascended. That's beautiful. I like that. Rogue says, my best friends of 25 years tells me I am an alien who hatched. Hey, Rogue, that's pretty funny. Oh, yeah, you hatched like a chicken. Of course. That friend of yours has a lot to learn. Yeah, we were born not perfect. The only thing perfect about us, if we wake up to the galactic levels of our consciousness, that we are space people, that part of us is kind of perfect. It's the human side of us that gets the imperfect, because then we are trying to have the human experience, which is not always perfect. But the cosmic you is the most perfect you when it comes out. It's the best part of you is the cosmic you, right? It really is. Without a question. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Uh-oh. We have detected inactivity. Complete the verification. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I had a puzzle. TikTok does this. I had a puzzle. They were saying I was inactive for the last few minutes. This is funny, folks. I just got this puzzle comes up on lives. Jude, thank you. The puzzle was a dog. I had to match the dog's ears up just now because TikTok, its algorithm said, we've detected you've not been live for a few minutes when I have been live. So I just did that and we're fine. You know, sometimes they do a puzzle, whatever. I know it's ridiculous. I don't know. Anyway, I am live. I am here. It was kind of weird. I wonder if I didn't say anything for 20 minutes, if it would say I'm sleeping. Only on TikTok. They've really been strange lately, but we're good. I just matched up the dog with its ears and all that. So we're gonna set a date, Timmy. I'm gonna do this. I'll put a TikTok video up tomorrow, and I'm gonna set a date for that. Judy, thank you for joining that way, and I'll let people know in my video when we're gonna do it. Rogue says I'm just an oddball. Yeah, they don't. Well, yeah, they with me for the last 3 years. Once in a while, I get things, but they do have this thing that all the TikTokers get who do live shows or programming, which is it's like a puzzle. You have to match it up, and it's very easy to do. You match it up, and it leaves you alone. It's just one of these crazy things. Pearl, welcome to the show. We're now at 12:03 in the morning. Happy Sunday or Monday, wherever you are. Hey, Hetty, and everybody. Hey, Hetty, good to see you, Chris. Hey, Chris, our archaeological brother. We're going to do another C5 soon. I'm going to set it up for late May or early April. And we were up at the orchards last night trying to look at the northern lights, but the energy level of the northern lights dived, and we went home. Myself and my better half, we were up there trying to get some photos of the northern lights. New Hampshire, we're in Connecticut, so New Hampshire, depending where you are, if you're in southern New Hampshire, we're probably less than 2 hours. You know, I used to live in the North Country, in northern New Hampshire, in my college days, and yeah, it'll be late May, early April. I'll definitely post a definitive date on my video. I'm going to make a video tomorrow, so yeah, you all get to know. And if you want to come out to Connecticut and attend when we do it, um, yeah. Yeah, we have New Hampshire people here. We've got people in Vermont. We have people in Rhode Island, Connecticut, all over the place. Probably it'll be late April because we're already out of the early April. So late April, I don't know. We're out of April. We're not even in May yet. No, we're in May. What am I talking about? I am totally losing it here. It'll be either late May or early June. Thank you. Man, I'm spacing out here, folks. I'm spacing out. Sorry about that. Yeah, late May or early June. Sorry about that. I didn't know I can take us back in time to April of 2025. I meant to say late May, early June. There you go. Don't condemn me for making a mistake. So yeah, late May or early June. Late May, early June. Now we got it. Yeah, the time on Earth is pretty weird. Sounds pretty, oh, thank you, Debbie. So I don't feel alone for making that mistake on the month. I feel good now. I don't know why you got kicked out here. You should be able to come in. Oh, interesting. Chris saw you were Kit Kat and Long Island, and you saw an orb chasing a car, and orb disappeared. Really? You Kit Kat? You and Chris saw an orb and a car disappear in Long Island? That's wild, man. That's really wild. You know, I got to tell you, I used to live down in Long Island, and I know that there's definitely a portal over the Atlantic, over Long Island. Now, I don't know if it's similar to the Bermuda Triangle, but there's definitely a triangular portal over Long Island, without a question. Without a question. You know. Oh man, I want to hear that story. I'm going to bring Chris and Kit Kat up here. Kit Kat, come on up here. Go into the thing there. I want to hear what you guys can verbally tell me about what happened. So a car, an orb chasing a car, the car and the orb disappeared together. Now, if that isn't strange, hey, really, I'm telling you, that's really wild. Welcome everybody to Encounters, and right here I've seen many anomalies when I lived on Long Island. Long Island is definitely in a portal. Kit Kat, can you come up too? I'm going to bring Kit Kat and Chris up here. Let's see. And because they are friends of the show, and also I want to hear. Now, I'm going to try to put you guys on camera. Can I bring the camera up on you?
No, thank you.
Guys, she says,
I'm
no,
in a little
thank
bit
you.
of a dark area. This is my face here.
Kit Kat, what fun are you? I'm just kidding. I know Kit Kat because I've met her. She's a beautiful person. Even though you don't see her face, she looks just like that little image on the picture.
I do that.
and Chris can vouch for me on that one. So you guys, seriously, you were out there on Ashtar Command night. Tell us what happened. You were out. Where were you on Long Island when this happened? And when did it happen?
I guess it was it's kind of down by almost the South Shore area. I was exploring. I've been going. I meet up with Kit Kat once in a while, and we like to explore. There's massive crystal mounds I found in Long Island, like ancient mounds.
It was near Hope.
So tell us. So you guys are doing what I know you like to do, which is your passion. But then all this stuff starts happening, and so you're on the south. Was this at night or during the day?
Night.
At night. So tell us when it's like, what time it started, what the date was when it happened. Give us all like kind of a story here. I mean, you got a story, which is amazing.
I don't remember the exact day. When was that?
Probably about five days. I think it was about 5 or 6 days
dark,
ago.
so it had to have been around 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, and you're on the South Shore of Long Island, because I used to live in Long Island.
Yeah,
so
Sunrise Highway.
I know what that is, Sunrise Highway.
Yeah.
So were you on the eastern end of the Sunrise Highway, out farther east?
We were getting off of Nichols.
I don't remember that. But.
Okay, Nichols. We were on the service, like it was the ramp. We were getting on.
Yeah.
We were getting on the ramp to get onto Sunrise, and Nichols is like it runs north and south in the middle of the island, pretty much.
I gotcha. So you're both together having a grand old time, exploring as you do. Well, and then all of a sudden this happens at 9 o'clock. And tell us what happened. Was the car in front of you? What was going on with the other car?
It was a kind of a quick thing that happened so fast. So we were getting off this exit, and I saw this car up in front of us, and it was like this orange light behind it, like following it. It was the craziest thing. I've never seen anything like it. And it was like this light, this real bright light. And then I was like, speed up. Let's go see what that is. So we came around the corner, Commander, and the car completely was gone. There was nobody on the roadway. And there was nobody that turned off. I can't
Wait,
explain what happened to the car.
Yeah.
So the car disappeared. The orb was chasing folks. The car just disappears.
Yeah, it was like the size of a basketball. The light.
Really? Oh, the
Yeah, it was
light.
pretty big, and it was below the car, and then it like when we were coming around the corner, that like I saw it flash, and then we came around the corner, and the car was gone.
We were both looking for it, like, where did it go?
And so I'm getting the feeling, you know how I am. I read energy. You guys know me pretty well. And I do believe that car was taken onto a spaceship.
Something happened.
Yeah.
I can't explain
No,
it
it was
because I
taken
was
onto
like
a
because I was like speed up, and we sped up, and the car. I mean, there's no turnoff, and it was gone. The car was gone.
It was totally gone. Did you
That's
see the
cool.
people in the car, or was the car too far ahead of you to see anybody?
Too far ahead.
Yeah, it was about maybe the car was probably about 100 yards in front of us when we first saw it, and it was
Yeah.
going around the offshoot, and we were going around the offshoot, and then it just like we came around, it was gone, but there was just I was like, look at that, look at that. There was just like
Hurry up,
this
speed up.
orange
Hurry up.
white
How fast
ball,
were you,
like
how fast were you
chasing
guys
this car.
How fast were you guys going to try to catch up to it, I wonder?
Well, I was trying to go fast, but like it was going around one of the sharp turns, getting off.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful.
I thought I was gonna drive off the road if I went.
Oh no, that's the last thing we need to have happen.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I tried to go as fast as I could.
I believe you, and that is real wild. So here's what I'm getting. You know me enough to know that I can tune into things. I'm getting that orb came from a large ship that was cloaked, and it took the car for whatever reason. That passenger person, which I don't know anything about, evidently they were, whoever they are, this thing was going towards them. They had some sort of connection. Whoever they are, they had a connection with these space beings, and it took them right out of this physical reality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
true.
had experiences on that highway going around those. It was going the opposite way, getting onto Nichols Road. I saw a huge triangle spaceship. One
Wait a minute.
it was years ago, like I think it was
Oh, years ago. Okay.
2021. I think I told you about that.
You did.
Yeah, the huge triangle right there. So.
So it's kind of an appropriate thing on Ashtar Command night to have you telling us about 5 days ago on Long Island, where I used to live as a kid in the end of Nassau County, right before Suffolk County, that you ended up seeing a car being followed by this orb. What was the color of the orb? Was there a color to it?
Orange.
It was like an orangey yellow. It wasn't like
Orangey
a
yellow.
blue light. It was like an orangey fireball color.
Yeah.
And the car that it was chasing, what did that look like? What kind of car? Like a Peugeot? I mean,
It was like a
Subaru,
like a
maybe
small,
like a Toyota Camry or something like
a
that.
big
Toyota Camry.
small car.
So now, whether there was one person in that Camry or two or whoever, that person, that human being in that Camry is no longer on Earth right now. They're just poof, they're gone.
Yeah, it was heading down towards like I think the airport is down in that area too.
Really interesting.
Yeah, it's not far from the airport.
So, folks, my friends Kit Kat and Chris, 5 days ago, are traveling at around 9 o'clock at night on Sunrise Highway in Long Island, and all of a sudden, the weirdest thing happens. An orb is chasing a car and going off a ramp, and then not only does the car disappear, but the orb disappears. Totally gone. Disappears.
Totally gone. Just
And I know these people.
I can't explain it because there was there was one little turnoff there, but there's nobody. There was I mean, you were right
it was nowhere
behind
for it to go. We would have seen it. Yeah, there's no.
And was there any other vehicles on the road besides your vehicle and that other vehicle at that time?
No, there was just the two of us going like off the ramp.
Yeah.
Other side, but not in front of us.
Did you feel that was kind of weird? Was there any oncoming traffic from the Sunrise Highway going the other way?
Maybe. I'm not really sure. I
Maybe.
wasn't looking.
We were just paying attention.
There's a reason why I'm
where we were
asking these
going.
questions. Yeah, there's a reason. Because there could have been. I'm now feeling like you were in a totally different space, meaning you were physically there, but you were seeing something that was out of this world, basically. You
Yeah, I
both know
can't
that, right?
Can't explain it.
Yeah. There's no way to
I've never
explain
seen
it.
anything like that before. Never. But
Yeah.
but what happens is now that I become more aware and looking more, right? When you start like really looking around all the time, you start seeing stuff. It's like, whoa, what is going on here, right? And
Right.
because there's a lot of spiritual connection with what I'm working on with all these crystal mounds and ancient artifacts, and there's some really amazing sites in Long Island, Commander. I'm telling you, there's just a
I know
lot of
there
stuff.
are. I used to live there, and in Connecticut, where we are, you know that too, because you explored. And just like people know, Chris is become more than just a local archaeologist. He's now realizing as he can get the money together, he will be traveling. I told this before. He will explore other places around the world, whether it be Easter Island or whatever. He will be. They eventually get there, but there's a lot of stuff because the land masses here were created during the Ice Age. A lot Connecticut has a lot of that rock from the Ice Age that connected. That's why. And when he came up here, I showed him where the dinosaur tracks are that we have up near the apple orchard. There are ancient dinosaur tracks right there. And then he went back into the woods and he found things because people
Yeah,
don't explore it. They just, yeah,
that site is amazing. It's called Powder Hill Dinosaur Park, right?
yeah,
And when I went there, I'm like, whoa, wait a second. This is all ancient. They said that the settlers cut the stone out and they found these tracks. It's like
yeah.
an ancient mound there, and I believe there's like some sort of an entrance going in for a tomb.
I think there's a lot there that the state of Connecticut made that a park, but I don't think they explored in the woods behind that enough to know what's behind that.
Well,
I think
with
there,
that park, what there is there's a stone wall. So what the ancient people did is wherever their burials are, you're going to find ancient walls because they put all of their artifacts and like in memory, like of it's kind of like headstones for their burial, and they would put
yeah,
all their artifacts and their stones around where their burials are, and that's why there's so many ancient walls we find all over the place. Like,
yeah.
where did they come from?
Now, and this is going to blow people's minds as I'm talking about this for a minute. I can't prove this, but I think where the dinosaur park is, somewhere, every time I go on 691 into Route 66, which is the other side of that big area of rocks, I get the feeling that there is an entrance there that is hidden that goes into the inner earth. I can't
Yeah,
prove
there's an
this.
entrance underneath when you come up to the Lyman Orchard. You know where that little water tower is, and it
Yeah,
says
yeah, yeah.
Lyman Orchard? There's a big rock pile. Commander, I went up there and looked at that. There's walls. It goes under the ground there. There's an entrance.
That's what I mean. I knew there was an entrance there, and I
There's
never
an
walked
entrance there,
there.
yeah. There's
Every time
like
I go
when
by
you
there, I feel energy. I feel like an
yeah,
energy.
they
You know
like
how I am.
piled up all the rocks over the entrance and they put that round dome thing over the
Right.
top because there's like when you go up there, you can see there's walls that go down in on each side and it's all
Yeah.
covered in rocks.
They did that on purpose so people wouldn't the surface dwellers would not be able to locate it or
Yeah,
go
because that
into
orchard
that.
is 1741. That's Knights Templars.
Hmm.
The Knights Templars had that because Washington was up there, and that's where John Rogers was from, that purchased the land in New Jersey, and then they founded Roxbury Township on December 24th, 1740. So it's 1 year before that orchard was
But
founded.
that area, that orchard area where when I go by there for years, I've known there's something there that's hidden, and that I believe there is an entrance into the inner earth. Believe it or not, right there, it's very well protected and hidden, so you won't find it. But it's
Well, you
all
know
the
the
way
big
back
golf
in
course
the
that's there,
woods.
Commander? Have you ever driven
Say,
through the golf course there on the Lemon Orchard property?
I've driven past it, not on it. No.
Okay, if you drive through the golf course, you're going to see massive mounds all over the place, big boulders. And then when you look down at the satellite, it's all mounded out. Like it
Yeah,
lines up like star system type mounds.
yeah. And I bet if you were in the air, you'd be able to take a visual picture of it. Well, you probably could. I'm sure there are pictures
You
of
can
it,
see it
but
from Google Earth. If you go to
yeah,
Google Earth and look at if you look at the golf course, you can see all the mounds. There's a ton of them.
yeah. Electra says, my old town has underground city. Interesting, Electra. So I want to let people know this is Ashtar Command Night. It's 12:19 in the morning. I have Gina, I have Kit Kat and Chris here. And the basic reason that we brought them up on Ashtar Command Night is because something happened a couple of nights ago which blew their minds, which they saw a car being chased by an orb, and then both the car and the orb, poof, disappeared. Gone. Totally gone. And they're being honest. They can't explain it, which is fine. That's just the way it should be, right? But I believe that you guys, when you're together out there, I think at some point something big is going to happen. When I say this, as I'm reading your both energies right now, I'm sitting here very relaxed. I think you guys are going to have something happen. You're not going to disappear. I'm not ever going to want that to see happen to you, that you go into another dimension on another planet. Although, if it's a good planet, have fun. But, the thing is, essentially, right? But I
Yeah.
think you're I think you're both seeing these things for a reason. I think you're going to have something happen. I don't know
You
what
know
it
what's
is, but I
amazing
think,
is I met Kit Kat through you on command
yeah,
or on TikTok, and
yeah.
then she led me to you, right? And this is the craziest thing. In New Jersey, where the pyramid is on the back of the $1 bill in the roadways, is a site called Hercules, right? And that has a connection with the Hercules steamship from the 1820 Brooklyn Steam Yard, the Navy Yard of Brooklyn, right? Well, there's a statue that used to be on the front of that ship. And we were
Hmm.
driving in when I was last year in Long Island. Kit Kat's like, oh, I'm like, what's that down there? She's like, oh, that's the statue that everybody used to go up and kiss, and I kissed it when she was
Stony
younger.
Brook in Stony Brook. Yeah.
They
And
would
I'm
kiss
like,
the
it's the
statue.
Yeah, yeah.
statue that went on
There
the
was
front
a
of that
thing saying that if you kissed this, it was like a mast of a ship, a huge thing, and if you climbed
Oh,
up it and kissed it, then you would get married in like a month or next year.
really? So
Yeah, there was
did you kiss it? Did you kiss it, Kit Kat?
I did. But I couldn't reach it. I couldn't get up far enough, so I just took my hand and kissed my hand. And I smacked his face.
Well, let me tell you something. I will officiate your wedding, Chris and Kit Kat. Actually, you want to know something? I got to tell you. I'm gonna believe it or not, folks. I am an ordained minister. I'm a Melchizedek. I got ordained years ago. My wife and I, and it's not a religious thing at all. It's just I got ordained as a Melchizedek thing, and I actually did marry two people at the apple orchard. A friend of mine and her better half. He was from California. We had the wedding right at the orchard, a small wedding right at the orchard. It was very cosmic, very beautiful, and I married. That's the only marriage I ever did for two people. But if you two ever want to get married, if you ever want to get married, understand I'll be happy to officiate it, no charge.
I
Very
tell
nice.
you, there's been a lot of connections because there's also like I want to just tell you, the first time that I met Kit Kat had to help me out because when I had a problem in New Jersey because of the corruption. When we went to first place and went to Long Island, she took me to this place, and I got out of the car and I met this lady, and I ended up at John Young's house at the Saratoga for George Washington. No joke. And everything that I have discovered has been where, like, I've been going all these sites. We went to all these sites with Kit Kat, and George Washington was already there. It's like
Hmm.
where he had his tours, and I didn't even know it because it all has
Now,
to do with what I discovered in New Jersey because I drilled into a tomb on December 14th, 2022, and December 14th is the day that Washington was unalived.
I don't want to get
So,
too far off track here because I know
yeah.
how passionate you are. Um, as a
I'm
friend, I
just
know
telling you
that
about the
for.
spirit world. There's a
I
spirit
know
world out there that I believe is
there
truly
is.
real, and it leads you to places, and you just got to open your eyes and just be
Yeah,
open minded, right?
yeah. I think so. I don't know why I'm feeling this. I'm kind of half kidding and half serious. I can officiate your marriage right here now. I'm ready.
We're,
I'm
we're
ready to do it. It's free, no charge.
No.
Come on, guys. You know
well,
you
we're
love each
friends. We're
other.
friends. We're friends. It's
And
nice. It's
that's
nice having. It's
that's
nice
what
having
Chris.
friends
That's
that
what they
you
all
know.
say. They all say that. I've known you for a long time, Chris. I can read you like I can read a book. So there you go. I'm just kidding. But I want to thank you guys for coming up here
Thank
to
you.
share the story about the space orb. And all kidding aside, that's just the most amazing story I've never heard before. And that's why my show is the way it is, because this is real time stuff that a person, the both of you experienced, and you have no way of explaining it. And why should you? I mean, I wouldn't
I
be
mean,
able to explain it either.
yeah, and usually I film everything, but it happened so fast, Kamara. I mean, it was within like 10 seconds, right? It was like, whoa, look at that. What is that? We came around the corner, boom, car was gone. And
Yeah, I'm sure many people see things so fast because I've seen so many things that even if I have my camera in my hand, there's not enough time to film it.
No, there isn't. There isn't. And
Yes.
I got to get in. I'm going to be getting a new phone pretty soon. I think I'm going to stick with the Android. I'm just going to get a really much better Android Samsung so I can videotape when we do our CE5s. I can videotape if any spaceships appear. I want to make sure I can videotape it. And when we do our next CE5, it's going to be live on TikTok. and we'll be broadcasting it live. Hopefully, next few weeks, I'm going to just get a new phone and transfer everything onto the new phone. Hey, Chris and Kit Kat, thank you for sharing the story about Long Island, the orb, the car disappearing. That's going to be something that there's no conclusion to because it disappeared. We don't know where they are, where they went, but hopefully they're in good shape wherever they are.
One quick thing. The night that evening we went to that ship. The guy said what is it? The mast of the ship, the Hercules guy.
Yeah.
Night we saw 3 spaceships in a triangle formation, and Chris has a video of that. And you saw it.
Really?
You had it on your show.
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah, I did see
That
it.
was
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
like these crazy lights that showed up, and it was like 3 that showed up in a pyramid, and it was like 3 more above. It was
Yeah,
like it was
see?
this spiritual.
You guys,
like, oh wow.
yeah, you guys are being watched by space people. You realize that, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I know. There's
You realize that,
forces
Chris?
above. There's
Yeah,
a
'cause
lot.
recently we had a different experience too. I think did you tell this story, Chris? About that the cloud that disappeared and then reappeared, and then he saw it.
I
I
think
didn't.
he
I
I
saw
think
the
he
cloud.
mentioned that one
Yeah,
time.
we did. We talked about that one
We
night.
did.
It was the craziest. We were again. She was because there's a place where she's in Long Island. There's it's like crazy mounds that are just massive and so many crystals. And we saw like this cloud that appeared, and she's like, oh, it's probably going to come back, and it did. And then we saw like some sort of an object come out of it, and then it disappeared again.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and I can tell you why Nikola Tesla had this tower that he built, which is a free energy device, because Long Island is got a lot of stuff there that goes to ancient ET history.
I have an idea
It's
though. This July, I think it's July 15th, they're having another Tesla event at the Science Center for his birthday. And I would like to get a bunch of people together. We can have a meet up there because it's an amazing place. So
Mhm.
this July, if you go to Tesla Science Center online, you can get tickets for the event and it will be held on that day. And that's all right. I plan to go and I'll meet up with Kit Kat again and we'll be there. And maybe you could go there too, Commander, if you want. It's going to
I'll
be
talk to my better half and see if we can go down there. I can't promise anything.
okay.
I don't like to just jump in and promise something and not do it. So we'll have to see with my crazy world that I live in. Thank you so much. Hey, Chris, Kit Kat.
Thanks.
Again, when you're ready to get married, please talk to me first. I know Chris likes to say he's friends with you. I believe friendships go way deeper than just friendships, especially with you guys. You guys, you're jiving so well together. It's really cool. Like you yin and yang really well, I think.
Thank you.
Would you agree, Chris? Yeah.
I think that's she's an amazing woman. That's what I can tell you.
All right, man. You guys take care. Thanks for coming on here. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. We love you guys, and we're gonna bring you down here.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you, Kit Kat. Let's do this thing. I'm trying to do this thing. Here we go. So yeah, and we're going. We've went a little bit off things a little bit here, but essentially that's the beauty of life is that we all come here together. Hey, Red Jen, we all come here to take the leap. Thanks for being here. We're almost at 100,000. That's pretty cool at 12:29. You're watching Encounters. This is our Ashtar Command night. We went a little bit off track a little bit, but that's okay. We appreciate those two, and I will definitely marry them. Chris is blushing probably off screen right now, but I will definitely, when they're ready to get married, I will definitely do a galactic marriage for them, without a question. I'm a great facilitator of that. I only did one marriage in my life. That was enough to make me realize how easy it is. I'll marry anybody out there. You can have a galactic wedding, and I'll, facilitate the marriage. Thank you for the share. I appreciate it. Catherine Grace. Thank you for the share, everybody. I love you all because I am a space being. My frequency is the frequency of love. I want everyone to be I don't know why I love this word so much, but lovey-dovey seems to be a word now. Lovey-dovey is actually 2 words. Lovey and dovey. So I want everybody to be lovey-dovey. Sonia, thank you for the gifts. One of the things I know about myself before I came to Earth, I was a cosmic joker in the good way. Like I used to joke around with my space family constantly. And so knowing where that comes from, I've always had a sense of humor when I was a kid. Thank you, Vet. I don't take too many things seriously. What I do take seriously is the subject that we're talking about, the things about the space people. What I take seriously is people understanding who the space people are. What I take seriously is people's commitment to cosmic understanding. You know, I am the Joker in my family too. Oh, Regen, that's good. You know, I'm sure some of you are cosmic jokers in your family. That's a really good thing. And Doris, hey, pretty lady, welcome. Anita Garcia, good to see you. Blessings. Orion says, I like your jokes, specifically the channeling jokes. Oh, thank you, Orion. And we do joke around about channeling. And I do, as lightheartedly as I do, I just want people to realize that things are going to happen, that we're going to have some beautiful experiences. Yeah, we're going through some hard things here, some lessons to be learned, but we're going to make it. And if you stay strong in your spirit, there's nothing that can knock you down. No person, no group, no bullies, nothing. You stand in your spirit, you just go right through them and keep doing what you're doing. That's what we're here to do. We're here to be the liberators of the planet Earth. We're here to liberate the planet. Hey, Rack, they're going to land soon. And I want to bring people up, so I want to bring Rack. I think, am I pronouncing it right? Let's see here. So I'm going to bring Rack up. I like that comment. They're going to land soon. Come on up to Ashtar Command Night. Join us. Relax. I'm wearing my Ashtar Command shirt here for those that want to see the ships. Hey, how are you? Good evening.
What's up? How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. And how about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I
And
just
I
hung out
love
with
your
a ton of
comment.
birds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you able? Can I bring you on camera since you hung out with a couple of birds?
Um.
Don't think too much about it. It's all good.
Not at the moment.
Okay. Well, we definitely will have to promise to bring you up on the camera another night. So tell us, you were mentioning they're going to land soon. I'm always interested in expanding on comments. So on Ashtar Command Night, how do you feel about that, and where do you get those feelings from?
So I'm pretty good friends with a lot of the Pleiadians. Their ships are hovering around my house a lot. In a physical, like, I don't know how to explain it, but they'll be here, like, physically pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's kind of like I can see them with, like, my third eye, but it's also, like, with both of my regular eyes. But their ships are like around a lot, especially at night. They hover a lot closer than they do during the
Really?
day. Yeah.
What do their ships look like? Can you tell our audience what they look like, the Palladian ships?
Yeah, so some of them are they're kind of like saucer shaped, but they're also dome shaped, and they have like multicolored rainbow lights.
Hmm. And I get the feeling that you don't. How long have you been seeing the Palladian ships?
A while.
Wow.
Um, a long while. So they started contacting me when I was like maybe a decade ago. So I was 19. And then I was way too scared then. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is. But because like I was like, why are there like ships following me? And like I didn't know anything about star seeds and or anything like that. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Am I gonna get abducted? But like that never happened.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I've never had like an alien nightmare. It's actually all been all good dreams. That's
Yeah.
how
Well,
they
you can.
communicate. Huh?
So the Palladians that are covering over your home, what state are you located in general?
Oregon?
Oregon. Okay, that makes perfectly good sense. And have they physically visited you? Have you had physical contact?
Yeah.
Let's hear about that. I kind of knew you did. If you're going to see Palladian ships all the time hovering around, there's got to be something going on here. So I think our audience would love to hear about your contact with the Palladians. How did they contact you physically?
Um, it's kind of like I can't physically like see them come here yet, but it's like they're here physically in another sense, another dimension. It's
So
kind of like the
they're do they like come into your room, but they're slightly in a higher frequency?
yeah,
So, but you can feel that they're there in the room.
yeah,
You
and
know what
then
I mean? Like you
like you
can't
know
see
how
them, but
like
you
when
feel them.
somebody yeah, you know when somebody like walks up the stairs or like you can feel somebody sitting next to
Yeah,
you. It's like you can
yeah.
yeah, it's like that.
Okay. Well, that definitely is a physical manifestation of the Palladian people or person or space being. So the fact that they can sit next to you on a couch or wherever, do they touch you and just let you know that they're physically there?
Yeah.
They do. Do you and you feel the touch of the Palladian that's basically in a higher, slightly higher vibrational frequency? You can feel them like say hold your hand or touch your arm.
Yeah, actually.
Interesting.
So I've been in a relationship with a Palladian woman. She's the head she the Council of Light.
Hmm.
But she came down here just to be with me and like be with my family and then like help me along my healing journey, which has been like super intense.
Hmm.
Um I'm sorry I'm pausing a lot. I'm not used to talking, so it's like
No, don't worry. You're in good shape. I'm the most easiest person talk show host on social media to talk to, so you're in good shape. Take your time. I know it's the first time, so yeah. And
um
so the council, this woman, this is the woman that's in the higher vibration that is talking to the Palladian woman, correct?
yeah, her name is Malia.
Malia.
Yeah.
Okay. And does she come from one of those ships that is around your house or home?
Her ship is hovering above my house. It's like parked above the house and she's here
Really?
physically. Yeah.
Have you taken pictures of the Palladian spaceship?
Yeah. There's actually a bunch of pictures on my Instagram right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's some videos on my TikTok.
Oh, I'm gonna have to definitely look at your videos. And if they're, can I share your videos on my Ashtar Command page?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay,
That'd be
I'll
great.
take a look at those too. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Your story is very interesting and captivating. So, uh, now I know the Palladians uh, physically manifested in Switzerland in the 1970s. Billy, have you heard Billy Meyer from Switzerland, the farmer?
I don't think so. It sounds familiar though.
Okay, Billy Meyer was a poor farmer in the Swiss Alps. He had a farm, and the Palladians came to him in a physical ship, just like a dome-shaped craft, flying saucer type craft, and landed uh, on the ground. And two sisters had physically met him. Matter of fact, if I have the pictures here, let me see. I'm going to show you a picture of these two Palladian women. Let's see if I have the pictures here. I think I do. And they are Palladian. Let's see if I have. I've got all my. Excuse me. They are Palladian. I think I have it right here. We go. I'll show you them. I think I have the pictures here. Oh, here they are. So these two women here are Palladian women. They physically came off the ship. These are two
Well,
Palladian women. They were off the Palladian ship, and Billy Meyer had actually met them. These photos were sent to me years ago, photocopied, And one of the women, if I can show you here, is Samjasi and her sister. And these are Palladian women. And did the ship look like any of these ships here? I'm going to show you some of the Palladian spaceships. This was their ship. Did it look like any of these ships?
Yeah, a lot of them look different.
Hmm.
Um, do you know what star they're from by chance?
Well, from the Palladian star system area, that's where they come from, the Pleiades. The
Yeah,
Pleiades is a big area, but their planets, I don't know what the name of their planets are
there's
specifically.
different stars, and sometimes like there's depending on which star you're from, there's different ships.
Yeah.
I'm like
Here's
a Pleiadian dating app. That's funny.
here's another picture of the ship at night. This is a Palladian. Jeff, have you seen any of these at night? This is a Palladian ship.
Yeah, but they have like a lot of lights, like red and blue
Y-
lights, and then they'll
Yeah.
change.
Hmm.
Or they'll be like a giant like white yellowish light.
Yeah. And here's the daytime sighting in the Alps, Billy Meyer's farm of one of the Palladian ships. This is slightly different.
I haven't seen them get that close before. That's what I was meaning by they're gonna land soon because they want to get really close.
So when they say they're going to land soon, and you're a great guest, this is Ashtar Command Night. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. My friend here, RAC, is sharing information. She's having physical encounters of the Palladian vessels. They're over her house. She's having contact with a Palladian woman. She mentioned the name. My show is recorded, so it'll be on my YouTube channel. So when they say, is it the Palladian woman telling you that there's going to be contact soon?
Yeah, that and her cousin Talanka, the one I met
Talanka.
first. Actually, she was the one who originally contacted me. Um, her and then her brother. His name is like Nectochest. I don't know how to
Neptune
pronounce
chest.
it.
Okay.
They call him like
Eh,
Nico. She got two
okay.
brothers, and then that's who contacted me first, and then I actually saw Malia on TV, like somebody drew her and channeled her, and then
Really?
Tonka was like, "That's my cousin." I'm like, "No, the fuck, it's not."
Oh yeah, we have to be careful with the languaging here,
So
because of
sorry.
TikTok. That's all right. You didn't know. Um, but so
Nick.
now that the Palladians are directly communicating, this is like you're not channeling anything. They're coming. She's woman. The space woman's coming, cloaked in a slightly higher frequency. I'm pretty sure she would be able to physically manifest her whole body to you if she wanted to, but they're not doing that. But that's okay. So when did she say? Now, understand something. We live on Earth, so whenever somebody from space tells us there's going to be contact soon, they're not living in the same space that we are. They live in a non-linear. They don't live in a time frame that we do. On Earth, we live in a time frame, like we have everything set in time. So, did they give you any specifics as to when the Palladians said they're going to make contact?
Well, right now that's kind of up to me. We want to find a space for them to land.
Oh, okay. So they're trusting you as connected with them to figure out where it's safe for them to land, which would make sense because you live on Earth. They don't. They're going to trust your judgment. So where you are in Oregon, there's a lot of open space as well, correct?
Yeah, there is.
Do you have
Yeah.
any idea where? Do you have any idea, not to be too crazy about it? Do you have any idea where you'd want them to land that's safe in Oregon?
I'd have to find a spot still.
Hmm.
We're working
Hmm.
on that at the moment. It's gotta be somewhere like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. No, it has to be
I could
absolutely
probably
without a
find
question.
it like something like that.
Hmm. I think you will. You're connected to the Palladians. They told you your connection to them in terms of space family?
Yeah, I'm actually from Taygeta. It's a star in the Pleiades cluster.
Hmm.
I'm
Explain.
not. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to hear more about that planet if you can.
There's a planet called Era. It's just like Earth. That's where Talanka and Malia are from. Um,
Mhm.
I think they have
The
like 2 moons.
two moons. Okay, I've kind of heard of that. Now, the planet you're from in the Pleiades system, what is that planet like versus living here on Earth in Oregon? Do you know?
I don't actually. I'm still learning about it.
Hmm.
I haven't gotten that deep into it yet.
Hmm. Have they even? Has she offered to take you on the Palladian ship that's over your house to that planet? Because they can physically do that, you know.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah, she
requested
has.
it?
I I don't know. I don't my focus hasn't been like on that. It's also been on like my life here. So I guess that's what they've been
Yeah.
helping me with now. And then
Oh,
like
okay.
at some point, yeah, we're gonna take things to the next level and I can
Hmm.
actually see things like right in front of me. So that would be awesome.
Hmm. I'm getting, again, I'm getting that you can ask her to just ask her the next time you talk to her when she's in your room. Ask the Palladian woman, I'd like to take a journey to my original planet of origin, and I'd like to meet my original family off planet. And if you ask her, I think she'll take you.
Yeah.
Not not to slow you out, not to take you away from your focus on the planet, which is important, but it's also important that you get to meet your star family on the planet that you came from before being born here in the human existence. I think, would you make a commitment to ask her the next time you're communicating with her?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm getting your need. I'm getting your need to do that based on my friendship with you now and knowing you more than I did before. Yeah, I think they'll take you. They're just waiting for you to make the first step, and they'll take you to that planet in the Pleiades.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
And I want to thank you for coming up here because your story is amazing. And again, this goes back to what I'm saying. Another person having contact with space people physically in their home. Another person coming out for the first time on here on my broadcast talking about that. That's what makes it such a beautiful synergy here. I've had all kinds of people with positive contact with space people. RAC with the Palladian and the Palladian woman. These are real stories that people are telling you here on my show. And I'm telling you, more and more people are going to start having these experiences. Many of you will. Hey, and is that your real name or what's your first name?
My name's Rachel, but I go by Rack.
Oh, Rachel. Okay, so that makes sense. Rack. Okay, I'll call you Rack. Or Rachel or Rack. Thank you for coming up here. And would you keep us informed? You're definitely a person I want to, certainly keep in touch with of any future events that the Palladians come up with in terms of when you do find a landing spot. We don't need to know the specifics to protect the Palladians, but maybe just know when specifically it's going to happen. Like the Palladians say, oh, we're going to land in Oregon at this particular time in the month of July or August or whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely keep you guys informed. I'll be posting about it.
All right, that
Definitely.
sounds great. Hey, everybody, Rachel, thank you.
Thank you for
You
having
had
me.
four, you had 449 people love you. Since you've been on here, and we've had now about 3,300 people watch the show tonight. Rachel, we got to bring you down, and thank you so much for sharing your Palladian contact with the Pleiades.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring her down now. It's getting to almost 1 o'clock in the morning here on Encounters, the Ashtar Command Night. This is what Ashtar Command Night is about. Rachel was a prime example. The Palladians and the contact she's happened to do. We appreciate that. We're at 111,000. So I think we're going to call it a night. Tomorrow I'm going to make the video for the C5 event And also, I'm making a video for our journey off planet. And I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. I have enjoyed all of you here. I love all of you, all the new people, all the people that are new, and people that are just finding out about our show. We'll be on tomorrow night at 11 p.m. for another edition of our regular show, Encounters. Everybody take care. We'll definitely have this downloaded on my YouTube channel. Please follow me. Go into my follow on the red button and the like button. Press both buttons. I really appreciate that so much. Take care, everybody.